Truly King Ace, and I'm here. I know y'all been waiting for that one video. That one video. What is Naruto's new power up? What is Naruto's new power up? What are we gonna get? We got KCM 1, we got KCM 2, we got Sage the Six Pass mode, and then we got an abbreviation of all of them. And a combination of all of them. But what exactly is Naruto's new mode, and why does he look even more like Kurama, the nine-tailed demon fox? Why, oh why, oh why? Here's the thing. With Naruto, it's always going to be something interesting. It's going to be something new, and Kodaichi has something planned for us. And I think he's going to spin us for a wheel. Here's my opinion. Here's what I think Naruto's new power-up is. Because it makes sense along the storylines of Naruto now leading into Boruto. First off, we got to break down all of Naruto's power-ups. We got to break down all of Naruto's transformations. Then we have to lead into something that we don't understand. First off, Naruto had KCM 1. Now, you're going to see an image, okay? Now, Naruto's KCM 1 is very different than any other Tail Beast user. It's different than any other Jinchuriki, okay? His chakra, he was able to grab a hold of the nine-tailed fox chakra, all right, and basically embed himself with a new type of chakra, all right? Now, this could be because he's Ashura's reincarnate, which means he's essentially a demigod, which he can kind of lead himself to this type of power, or it could be because he's a Uzumaki, or it could be because he did it in a similar yet different way. A lot of people said B didn't undergo this transformation because he essentially befriended Gyuki, aka the Eight Tails, which is a fact. He did befriend Gyuki. However, I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I think KCM 1 and how it looks is essentially tailor-made for Naruto. I feel like that's evident. Now, we could go based off the inspiration of what it looks like, blah, blah, blah. But as far as a core canonical, mission that we're trying to accomplish, I think Naruto, as far as KCM, that's tailor-made for him and for him only. Now, again, the picture basically showcased the type of chakras that Kurama took and the type of chakra that Naruto took, which is why his KCM looks different. Here's the thing. With KCM looking like this, and now Naruto and Kurama are befriended, it's always going to look like that again because it's tailor-made. So you look at KCM 2, and now you have all of half of Nine-Tailed Fox power, aka Kurama's power. That was showcased to us, I believe, in Naruto chapter 571, maybe even 70. I'm not sure. One of those two. That was interesting, but it's still something that's tailor-made to Naruto and Kurama, if you want to honestly be there. Because if you go back, you look at Ashura, Kurama was actually had a similar mode, and Ashura actually was able to use that similar mode. So it's one of those things where they're almost perfect for each other, which makes sense because Naruto is Ashura's reincarnate, and Kurama is essentially the strongest tail beast there is. And I guess since he's more close to the 10 tails, he has certain powers that can unlock that variant. Now, this is what I humbly think. Naruto essentially is going to die, as told by Kurama, which is why they never wanted to try the move, or which is why Kurama never brought it up. But he said, since you're looking to die anyway, we might as well try it. I think Kurama's lying. Off rip, I think Kurama is lying. The main reason why I think Kurama is lying, Naruto is still an upstanding person. He's never going to allow somebody else to essentially sacrifice themselves when he's the Hokage, when he's the one holding it down. He won't let Sasuke do it. You know what I'm saying? If he could save Sasuke over himself, he's going to do it. So with Kurama telling Naruto he's going to die, I feel like that was essentially him saying, no, I'm going to die if I use this power because I'm going to use every ounce of my power. I'm going to use a new form, but it's going to be something that I can only do one time. Now, here's where something like this can back it up. In the beginning of Naruto, Naruto only had one half of the nine-tailed fox power. He only had one half of Kurama's power, all the way up until the nine-tailed fox, aka Kurama, was freed in the fourth great ninja war. Okay? Because you got to understand, when Naruto died, what happened? Minato gave him the other half, the yang half of Kurama inside of Naruto. That's a fact. And then the yin half came to one, and Naruto was able to use that power. But here's the thing, there's always a but. Naruto already had Sage of Six Paths mode. That's a fact. So there was never essentially no need for Naruto to use that. He had the True Seeker orbs. He had a whole bunch of things that Naruto essentially never really needed to use that power. We have never, not once, have ever seen the power of Kurama unfolded, okay? After the fourth great ninja war, Naruto lost the Sage Six Path power. No, he didn't. We know that. No, he didn't. He still has that in him. Now, did he lose, per se, the look? Yes, he did. Did he lose all his True Seeker orbs? Yes, he did, because he used them in the fight between Madara, Kaguya, and Sasuke. That's a fact. And he also used it on Black Zetsu. So Naruto already expended all his True Seeker orbs, which mainly makes sense because they don't come back, and he only has 6 of them. After the fourth great ninja war, from the last to the novels to Boruto the movie, he's only used KCM1, KCM2, or maybe even KCM2 with Sage of Six Paths little powers, using the Tail Beast, aka the Rasengan variants, and Sage mode and Nine-Tailed Fox mode together. That is all he used. So you can essentially say this is the full power of Kurama, sure, but that was never disclosed to us. And the main reason why I say that is because, think about it. There's a reason why Kurama is the one who brought it up. There's a reason why Kurama is the one who told Naruto, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to go and do to save the village? He finally has both halves aside him. Now, we can even take it a step back, to the fourth great ninja war when Naruto and his dad fist bumped, and they had a lot more power. A lot more power, like exponentially a lot more power. Was able to redirect multiple tail beast bombs by the 10 tails himself, the 9-tailed fox demon, Kurama. You know what I'm saying? Little things like this just goes over. So with me saying all this, with me even just bringing this up, it's one of those things, since it wasn't disclosed about Kurama and essentially the yin and yang, I honestly feel like, and this is just me, no form that Naruto has put on prior to, or not even prior, post fourth great ninja war hasn't been any different than the ones we've seen. KCM1, when he faced, Toneri in the last movie, it was essentially the same exact thing. Okay, just a little bit stronger. Naruto's more experienced. Cool. KCM2, like his powers, and then of course the little sprinkle of the Sage Six Paths variants. His powers didn't really change. Did he become stronger? Sure. Did he get more experience? Sure. You know, was he able to retain certain powers from the Sage Six Paths power up? Yes, sure. But it wasn't really disclosed like this is the full power of Kurama. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was not. Now, I will say this much. The only thing that really showcased us with the whole yin and yang was Kurama fighting the dragon, I believe, on the moon while Naruto was fighting Toneri. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he used KCM1 and Kurama was out there fighting the dragon on the moon. They both were. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you could say that was detailed to be like, you know, you're on your own, I'm on my own, and whatever. We can actually break apart. You know what I'm saying? First off, no type of tail beast can do that. So you can essentially say this is the yin part and this is the yang part. Naruto's the yin, Kurama's the yang. As essentially splitting apart Kurama's powers. You know what I'm saying? No tail beast user can do that at all. No Jinchuriki can do that at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of disclosed to us exactly how strong Kurama is. So let's just go back down to the nitty gritty. Naruto's new power up, it obviously looks like Kurama. It looks like he's going to be even more of a fucking beast, even more like Kurama. Why? Because I extremely believe this. Kurama is going to essentially use the full power of the yin and yang inside him and essentially go above and beyond and transform into something that's even stronger than what Naruto has shown us. Period. Even stronger than what, because Kurama's always been that special breed. He's always been that special tailed beast. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of been evident. And Naruto has been that perfect person. Naruto is essentially the perfect host for Kurama. You know what I'm saying? Naruto's the perfect host for Kurama. But will Naruto die? I don't think so. I don't think Naruto would die. I think a couple things will happen. Here's one or two of them. One, I think Naruto will lose Kurama. Essentially, that's what it is. I think he'll still be alive because Naruto is Naruto. And yes, you say, like, when you lose the tail beast, I don't think that might apply for him. You know what I'm saying? I think he essentially is going to be one of those things where I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I can't see Naruto dying. I see Kurama essentially dying. I see Kurama lying to Naruto just so Naruto wouldn't say, no, you can't do this. I'm not going to sacrifice your body and your life. Now, I get it. Like, they are older, you know what I'm saying? But that is still Naruto's mentality. He's not going to let somebody else take the sacrifice when he can. You know what I'm saying? He's not at all. So with Naruto being who he is, Kurama had to be who he is, and he had to lie to Naruto. So when he transforms into, essentially, I don't even know, KCM 3, KCM 4, I don't even know. When he transforms into this mode, since it looks almost exactly like Kurama, I think he's going to, again, take apart the yin and the yang and use all of that power to the max capabilities while also having the Sage 6-pass variants, the Sage mode, all of that stuff. Taking everything. You seen Kurama do this. That could mean he's applying more nature energy. You know what I'm saying? But inside of him, instead inside of a necessary power, which allows him to use the Rasengans or stuff like that. Like, this is something that he's going to build and build and build until he comes out with this. You know what I'm saying? So with Naruto being this type of beast, it's already very different. Naruto is already a different breed in of itself. The Otsutsuki, even looking at the tail beast, they weren't compatible. You know what I'm saying? So with Naruto doing this, he's the perfect host, and Kurama's the perfect tail beast for Naruto, which is why they can ascend to this level, and which is why Naruto can go even above and beyond. It's because of who it is and who he is. Again, I don't think Naruto's gonna die from this. I think Kurama is going to not be inside Naruto. And it makes sense. Now, everybody's saying Naruto's gonna die because Kawaki said, I'm gonna send you to where the seventh at. No. He might send him into a time space where time doesn't run. You know what I'm saying? Where time doesn't move at all. I don't know exactly how that will work or why he wouldn't necessarily kill Naruto, but I can't see Naruto dying because there's too much left in the story for Naruto to still accomplish. Naruto meeting Jiraiya, aka Kashin Koji, still has to happen. Naruto essentially training Boruto still has to happen. Naruto being a father figure to Kawaki still has to happen. However, I can understand if this is essentially the pinnacle of what Naruto is going to do, because there was a lot of moments in this particular chapter, Boruto chapter 51, where it looked like everything was going to move a different way, whether it was going to be a time skip or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Amato talking to Kawaki. And essentially telling them it's because you lost power or it's because of whatever. That could essentially be the seeds. That could be the root of the problem, which allows Kawaki to leave. But I don't think that's the case. I think there's a little bit more left to the Boruto story than Naruto dying. I don't think that's what it is. We can also bring up Momoshiki, aka Boruto / Momoshiki coming out, because not Kawaki, excuse me. But Momoshiki knows. I'm pretty sure he overheard the conversation. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to feed Momoshiki to no 10 tails unless you want to do something. You know what I'm saying? And he already is under that control to do said things. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with Naruto and Boruto, and even Sasuke. And then there's a couple theories going out there about the Rinne rebirth. Cool. I don't know exactly what's going to happen or how it's going to happen, but I do know this. I don't believe Naruto's going to die, and I believe Naruto's new power-up is essentially Kurama using the yin and yang, the full power of the nine-tailed demon fox, aka Kurama, the full power of it, while using other variants of Naruto's powers, whether that be Sage Mode, whether that be Sage 6 Pass Mode, all of that stuff, all in one. And the main reason why I can really collaborate with this theory, my theory, is because Naruto's transformation, the new one in chapter 51 of Boruto, his design looks like Kurama. He looks more like Kurama. He looks more like a fox. So it means already that Kurama was the one who placed this in. The Kurama is the one who's going to take more of the damage, more of the effect from this. And again, it makes sense to me completely. If Naruto is to lose Kurama, or let's just say Kurama loses all his power but he doesn't die, fine, whatever. That is a great way to essentially hold Naruto back and essentially finally, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, put him in the back burner of the Boruto manga and finally lead with Boruto, with Sadara, with Mitsuki, with the new generation. I feel like that is a great way to essentially hold Naruto down in the Boruto manga by allowing Kurama, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Allowing Kurama to essentially die and or can't use his powers ever. Now, the way Kurama was talking, it didn't seem like he was too sure. At first, it was a maybe you're going to die. Then, the second to last page, you are going to die. I'm telling you, there's something that we're missing. And I feel like the thing that we're missing is Kurama's essentially lying. Kurama's essentially trying to tell himself, listen, I'm going to tell Naruto this, but this is what it really is. Now, is there some truth to his statement? Yes. But are there some lies to his statement? That's what I believe. I believe we're going to see the true power of the nine-tailed demon fox. And it works perfectly because Naruto had half of the nine-tailed fox power for essentially 600 and 80 chapters of the manga. And he was as strong, if not stronger, than all the tail beasts / Jinchuriki users, damn near on top of, you know what I'm saying, rivaling that of Obito and the Ten Tails while using having help from Sasuke using EMS and you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. Like Naruto, half of the power of Kurama was enough to get a lot of the job done. You know what I'm saying? And when he got the second half, he's essentially been fucking up people. But it's not like he used both of that. He just got it's almost like his stats got bigger. His stats got a little bit larger, but he didn't go that next level. You know what I'm saying? And again, Naruto's the perfect host and Kurama's the perfect tail beast for this to happen. I honestly, truly believe if it wasn't for Naruto or if it wasn't Kurama, this wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? At all. I wouldn't be surprised if Kurama did something similar to this when he was actually with Ashura and the reincarnate. I wouldn't be surprised. It would make a lot of sense to me. But that's pretty much it for this video, whether it be a theory, prediction, spoilers, I don't know. But I am very excited about Boruto Chapter 52. I do believe Naruto's new power is going to entail more for Kurama. It's going to be more about the yin and yang. It's going to be more about Naruto essentially not dying, but losing. Kurama losing his main source of power, which would be a really great way to hold Naruto down because he's still Hokage, but he can't go in the field like that. You know what I'm saying? And Sasuke can't do anything without Naruto. You know what I'm saying? They're a tag team essentially. So this is a great way. This is a great way to really move Boruto into its own manga. I feel like this is one of these things where I don't know what's going to happen, but I have a good guess as to what's going to happen based off everything we've seen in Naruto followed up through Boruto. But again, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please let me know what you guys think. Sorry I was taking too long. Sorry I was taking too long to make this video. More videos coming out within the next couple of days. And until then, I'm going to see you guys later. Peace out.